What you doing in there, Booney?
I am reapplying this portion of my window that always seems to fall off. But it happens on every GuitaRV trip.
Alright, 200 miles from Seattle. We took off bright and early this morning. It is hard to believe we've done 8 official GuitaRVs. We've bounced around this thing, but this will be the 8th episode of our GuitaRV series. Try to cram 12 days into a 20-minute video and give you guys a taste of what it's like. It's always a blast. We've all been on the road like crazy last few months, but I needed a very trusty road dog to help us just because we're all beat and, you know, carrying a few lives around and more importantly, a lot of guitars. So we got Darren Jones in the house, flew in from Nashville last night.
I'm actually a fugitive on the run right now, so I appreciate the ride. Thanks, guys.
We'll get you to Tijuana and then we're turning back in 3 of us. All right, you boys, hold on to your butts. Yahoo!
This old GuitaRV had been on a lot of trips and was starting to show its age. And although we would end up being mechanically lucky this time, we knew this would be our last adventure with this particular vehicle, and we were here to enjoy every minute of it. Spending most of his time on the road as a touring musician, Darren quickly settled into a comfortable role within the crew, right down to barely fitting on the couch that he would end up calling his bed for the next week.
No. All right, it's been a long day. We just landed here at the Creekside RV Park. We've been here before in Ashland, and thanks for driving, Darren. How's the road?
You had me drive all day, man. You barely fed me. I'm starving. What the hell are we eating for dinner?
Well, you know the inaugural meal. We're gonna do chicken. We're gonna get all fancy with shishito peppers and a salad. It's all hillbilly, baby.
I can't even spell shishito.
We're going to feed Ken tonight, too.
Well, we tried to cook a ton of chicken on the 2-burner grill. We do this every time and overwhelmed it, but you know, now we got blackened chicken with some salad. It's gonna do it for tonight.
Yummy.
Still gonna be good.
Yummy. All right, everybody, it's a drive day today. We had a nice little stay in Ashland last night. Everybody slept well. We are heading to Stockton, California today. Going to land there sometime this evening and more road work.
It was an awesome day of driving. Honestly, having Darren here has been so helpful, just switching up driving. Today wasn't long, but you know, you do this so many times, it's like you're trying to keep it interesting. It always is. It was awesome. We were strumming guitars, sharing music. We did the Instagram Live, which was honestly so fun. And we made it to our riverfront park, which we've been to before, and it's as beautiful as I remember. God, look at that. Come on. We're doing steaks tonight. We're all pretty hungry. It's early, but we're gonna do it up early. Yeah.
It's a beautiful night.
Of course, Booty makes the best steaks to date.
That's the rumor.
Why was I even trying before? Look at that.
Look at
Damn, Boone. Come on.
I like the quietness as you were cutting. It was like waiting to see if you were snipping the right wire on a bomb.
Everybody's holding their breath. This would be the last calm evening of the trip, and before losing our free space to guitars, we stretched out to prepare for the adventure to come. There was business to take care of even before we arrived in Los Angeles, and we knew time was only going to speed up once we got there. So we kicked back, enjoyed the beautiful sunset, and got an early night's sleep.
Okay, well, starting day 3, leaving this lovely RV park out here out on the river, and we're gonna hit Bakersfield today before we land in LA. We're gonna drop off an old 57 Mint Tweed Bassman and perhaps sell a 52 Telly to our buddy down there in Bakersfield. So, ready to hit the road.
All right, first stop in Bakersfield. Feels good to have something to do after driving so long. You got that? That's a mint condition 1957 Fender Bassman. The cleanest one in the world. We're handing it off to our buddy Jeff, but he also took interest in this 52 Telly I just got. That's incredible. So we overnighted it here. It got to his house earlier. He fell in love. We're bringing this amp. It's like Christmas Day. We just landed in Bakersfield with Jeff Vaughn. What's going on, man? I've had the pleasure of meeting you. Well, first over at Martin, a really cool thing. We're Martin.
Yeah.
Picked up that casino recently.
Yeah, casino.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, he has great taste, loves all the cool stuff, and scored this mint 57 Bassman that we got. Like I said, we sent this down to his house this morning. We'll see where it goes from here.
Danger Will Robinson.
Yeah, man, we're gonna have some fun today.
Okay, it's got to be the world's biggest aloe vera plant. I mean, look at this thing. It's absolutely amazing. It's like a dinosaur. You trying to buy that out from under me, man? Huh? You trying to buy that out from under me?
I saw it first.
All right.
That's the neck pickup. And then this is the treble roll-off. So it was initially designed to be like a jazz tone.
Okay.
Kind of useless.
Yeah.
Easy switch. It's one solder joint basically, but if it hasn't been touched, it's like a good thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need. There's not a better Telecaster. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
The video went up and got like 12,000 views really quick. I was like, that's gonna be gone by the time we get to LA. And
Yeah.
Well,
Probably
that
is.
worked out the better. I'm like, oh shoot.
I know you guys
What's
are road
this next
tripping.
gay arrow? We know Jeff.
Yeah.
It's not like he's gonna
that's
run
cool.
off with it or something, you know.
Damn good, man.
That's a bass sound. Telly cuts through there, man.
Yeah,
I told you, man. Bottom also has a row of mint basements. That's cleaner than, but he bought them all and the getting was good.
Yeah.
Like on tour 15 years ago.
Right.
Joe, if you see this, I think he's got you topped out here, man. I'm so excited. Our buddy Jeff is getting this guitar. I have a 52 Telly. I know how special this one is. Mine's not quite this cool, but it's going to a very worthy guy. I guess I gotta look for another Telly now, so if you got one, holler at us. But yeah, really cool to see this one go to a pal, so.
Yeah, that's the most accurate reissue I've ever seen.
Yeah. We're leaving Bakersfield. Thank you, Jeff, and welcome to the Blackguard Club, baby.
Jeff.
Good luck, guys. Good luck in LA. Come back, all of you.
Okay, we
Look forward to seeing you in Baco here.
See you, man.
You going live?
Yeah. So we're still gonna roll with the music recommendations.
We tried our hardest and failed to find a new Blackstone grill on the final approach, which unfortunately led us to LA traffic and arriving at the RV park well into the evening. Thankfully, we had just enough time to get things ready for our first appointment, if you want to call it that.
Made it to the Hollywood RV Park. Kraft and Taylor boys are coming over. We're gonna have a little hillbilly barbecue, make some chicken, have a good old time.
Gotta go.
And settle in. That's campfire, baby. Come on, Playboy. you got?
So that little dot was used to basically determine if the watch was using radioactive luminescent material or not. Milgauss has to do with like magnetism.
Okay.
So those watches aren't necessarily radioactive, but they were resistant to magnetism. Because, for example, if you're using a watch to like time out an experiment and it gets magnetized, then you're like pretty much fucked, right?
So after like the radium situation, all dials before that were all signed Swiss. And so Rolex was still manufacturing dials that just said Swiss, and essentially the luminescent material is just radium. And once they transitioned to tritium, they were still printing dials with Swiss, and they had all these dials left over, and they didn't want to just like scrap a bunch of dials.
Yeah.
So they used different like monikers to designate like a transition to a different material. So this is like a tritium dial, but it's signed Swiss only. But it's an exclamation point, and then they later transitioned to like underlined dials, and then they just went to like T-Swiss T.
God, I feel so stupid. So these are your top 3 in terms of just aesthetic.
Yeah, let's see it. God, okay, so I'm gonna go, because I don't have something like that, I'm gonna go Pepsi, then I'm gonna go that, and then I would go...
So this is 1, this is pick 1, this is pick 2, this is pick
3.
3. There's a lot of crossover here with guitar shit, right? Because if you like look at like something that's like a prototype or a rare color that you might not really realize, that could like flip the value of something like crazy.
Really? So what's the deal with this? I felt like that was the sleeper.
Play around with it a little bit, and you might be able to figure it out.
I don't think he's gonna figure it out.
Rolex Comex.
Comex is a French company that was developing like technology for deep sea exploration, deep sea research, deep sea mechanical engineering. They were building submarines.
They're often referred to as like the NASA for sea, if that makes sense.
Damn.
If you look at the side of this watch, it has a helium escape valve. What's interesting is when we as humans started going deep into the ocean, we realized that we needed to breathe mixed gas, and one of the main gases that you breathe when you're doing what they call saturation diving, which means that like, hey, we're gonna send you down to like 2,000 feet. You're gonna be down there for like a week and a half. You're gonna live underwater. One of the major gases that you would breathe is helium. Well, helium is one of the smallest elements on the planet. It's one of the smallest like gas
Molecules.
particles.
Yeah.
The fact that helium is a gas, it still expands and contracts. So what was happening is these watches were filling up with helium, and as we were ascending or returning from the deep, elements could get in and around gaskets because it's kind of like a little like pressurized case. These watches were basically like blowing up.
Oh my god.
And
Yeah,
so
they
what,
were expanding as like you would rise, but they had no way to escape. So they needed to like manufacture a way for like that gas to escape,
So
so
they
that
put
your
a
watch
helium
wouldn't get
escape valve
ruined
on the side.
as you ascended. Special.
when did you
because-
become a watch expert, dude?
God
Like,
damn,
jeez.
man.
I've only been doing this for my entire professional career. So.
I love it, man. It's like I feel like I'm on the other side of the counter in a sense. It's awesome. Love you guys. Just so inspiring every time, man. You guys are total pros and just have a blast shooting the shit with you. But we'll see you tomorrow. But for tonight, we're gonna tuck in. Boone's rolling around there trying to sleep. Gotta let the old man go. So all right. Love you guys. All right, today all sorts of different stuff pulling us in different directions, but first and foremost we're grabbing the Explorer, which if you watch these there's always something, but today Ken behind the camera and Darren are gonna fix our wipers. We're gonna spruce it up. We need to give this baby a bath. They wouldn't even let us in the car wash last time because the wipers was a liability. But while they're doing that, we're gonna go check out some super cool guitars. So giddy up. All right, so back at the RV park, we're gonna have a quick lunch doing our rice cake thing. We just went to the storage unit and met up with a gentleman who's got some incredible pieces. We left there until we take off Monday just for extra security, but we'll fill you in as we go. But for the Beatles freaks, you're gonna be very pleased. So anyways, we're gonna eat. We'll meet up with Brian Rain a little bit to grab a special guitar, but we gotta eat, we're hungry. All right, this is insane. Here with my personal hero and dear friend Brian. You've been talking to me about this guitar for a little bit. It's kind of been maybe on the deck, but it's a hard one to let go, but holy shit, dude, seeing it in person. Tell me what we're looking at.
Right, it's crazy. Well, what we have here is a very rare 1962 Fender Strat slab board rather than veneer fingerboard. in custom color Fiesta Red, ordered new from the factory in 1960 with factory gold hardware, which is a little bit unheard of. I mean,
Coolest kid on the block.
there
man.
might be one or two that exist on the planet.
So when you're looking at, there's so many highlights about this. Custom color, like you said, factory gold hardware, slab board. So right off the bat, you check off these like 3 major things. But on top of that, it's got both tags, the rare green tag with the
Green thread.
the other hang tag that's serialized. You have pictures of the original owner,
Yes.
past, present, the original export Selmer case. Everything.
The
ashtray, the gold bar,
arm, the strap with gold. That's the other thing. When you ordered a new guitar with
I didn't know
gold
that.
hardware from Fender, it comes with gold hardware. I didn't know that until I got this guitar, but that's a real one that you cannot find. But anyway, yeah, it's like one of those tidbits, details that are like pretty cool. Gold hardware.
Brian's always got. We're not gonna get anything cooler than this on this trip, so we just had to like thank you, Brian, for letting us do a little segment.
Yeah.
I'm like, again, you see pictures and you talk about specs, and as soon as we crack this case, especially with the blue, there's something
Yeah.
really cool about that. We're like,
Yeah.
holy shit! It all comes together, and it takes you back. I mean, the pictures, the tags. It's just. It looks
Yeah.
like a Christmas present in 1962. It's just. It's all there.
Well, it kind of was. He bought it for his son, who had this popular band in South Africa. And the son decided to instead move to the States and get into financial world. And he put this under his bed and kept it all this time until a broker found it and I purchased it. So directly from the first owner to me. And I guess the other cool thing about it is how incredibly clean it is. It really was never played much, wasn't played hard. It has the expected weather checking and a little bit of that flaking that was kind of inherent with these earlier custom colors. But that's been neutralized. We put hide glue under here to sort of save it from further chipping. And yeah, it's radical on
it's
every
one of those,
possible level. Look at those gold tuners.
Even the figuring on the headstock, it's so
Yeah,
clean.
it's so
the back plate
clean.
looks mint. I mean, you think about how well people treated their stuff back then in a nice Fender guitar, but then if you had a custom color Fender Strat, deluxe, of course you're gonna take good care. You're gonna wear a bib when you're playing it. I mean, look at the thing, man.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, this is a take your belt off kind of guitar. Anyway, yeah, man.
Oh man, this one's gonna be locked in my office, so no show and tell, but you'll see some cool videos and photos. And Brian, it's an honor, man. You have the coolest stuff. Your taste is impeccable.
Thanks, brother.
Love you, man. Thank you so much to Brian for letting us hang out, the hospitality. We've been talking about this guitar for a long time. If I come home with this guitar, that is plenty in a guitar trip. So there you go. 62 custom color Strat, factory gold hardware, slab board. Checks every box. After we get some grub in us, can you guess what we're doing again? Chicken salad. Our good friend, Seattleite Noah Gunderson, prolific songwriter and musician. He's playing at the Lodge Room tonight. So we're gonna pack up, go see the show, and gosh, we have appointments starting about 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So go, go, go.
Noah has been a friend and customer of Emerald City Guitars for a long time, and on this tour he brought another one of our old friends, Andrew Butler, to play keys and guitar. Having the opportunity to see them both on stage together so far away from home made for a really fantastic evening.
I just watched Noah Gunderson transcend in a crowd, one of my favorite people in the world, and Noah, well, that's not Noah, that's Andrew Butler, my old roommate, my big little brother.
Oh, my old friend.
Man, we're leaving the what's this place called? The Lodge?
The Lodge Room. The Lodge Room of Highland Park.
It was awesome. So happy to see these cats for a split second. They're on their way to San Francisco. We're going to catch them in Bellingham. Truly one of my favorite people in the world and favorite artist. Honored to be here. Love you guys. I'll catch you on the road, right?
Love you too, pal.
Cool, buddy. All right, so you guys have heard us talk about Mike and Eva Cornwall here and there. We kind of try to keep it secret. I think that's what they prefer. They're pretty off the grid, low profile cats. Mike makes extraordinary instruments. Eva makes pickups. I've seen behind the scenes and know what they're about. It's really, really special. Mike's birthday is today. Last night we had him out to the trailer park and cooked him some dinner, and at the end of the night, they surprised me with this instrument. I've sold a lot of his guitars and all righties, and behind my back they created this lefty Thornwall guitar, and this is all made out of 120, 150 year old wood piano, Eva pickups, all the hardware's made by Mike and Eva, the knobs they make, old piano parts. These are all screws from an old piano that they smash with sledgehammers in their yard. Obviously, as a guitar, I'm just like so stoked, but the love that they put into this, Eva, painted all this and mixed all the colors. I mean, there's not one thing new on this. It's all repurposed, and not in like a tacky way, like let's just slap something old on it just to do it. It's like what they do, and I can get so far flipping a guitar upside down, I can get around like that, but all of a sudden everything that I believed in comes full circle. Lefty one is just going like, oh my god, these are so amazing. They inspire something different. You approach it different. I've just sat there all night playing this. I mean, my hand vibrates in every position. It rings like a bell. It's the loudest electric guitar acoustically I've ever heard. So anyways, I just had to give them a shout out. I don't even think they own a computer. They'll never see this, but I want to tell you guys, Mike Cornwall, Eva Cornwall, and her pickups. If you guys follow our Instagram, when those things pop up, get them if you can. We just charge what they charge us. We just want to support them. We believe in what they do, and we need people like that in this industry and doing cool stuff like this. And this is a product of their love, and I feel so blessed to have this in my possession. This is something I'm going to keep forever. Well, one of our clients got food poisoning last night. And he had a great restaurant booked, but we're gonna go to the Showroom / Craft and Tailored and go check in with the boys.
Beat Beverly Hillbillies, bonafide.
Yeah, man, we're popping out of the trailer park for a fancy lunch.
So we're at Craft and Tailored. Now, I haven't been here for a while. Just kind of see what we got down here in inventory and try to switch it up a little bit. Have a good quick hang, and then we'll be on our way.
Cool. I like it.
Yeah, your hand dipped on that one.
9 pounds.
Yeah.
Less than maybe the less. Okay, cool.
That was the official way that
We're gonna say less than 9 pounds.
Okay.
All right, job's done. We're gonna head back to the trailer park where we belong. Thank you so much, Tyler. Great lunch. Good to see you, dude. Have a good time in Vegas. I'll see you in a month or so, all right?
Leaving with some loot. Looking forward to it. ECG South. Having the time of my life.
All right, we were downtown LA. We just got back to the trailer park, and I'm gonna drink this water, then we're gonna get back in the car. We're gonna go to Night Market, which is a place I go every single time. Ken's been there a trillion times with me, but first time for Darren, and first time for Big Boone. He usually kind of taps out by the time we go to those late night dinners in LA. So yeah, we're gonna go get some grub. We're gonna stop by H Bar C, Western store, and I think they're out of Nashville, but they just popped the location. So trip around before dinner a little bit in the beautiful West Hollywood and go get that Night Market. All right, so I ordered a jacket like a few weeks ago, and it's back ordered. It's that cool. They have retail in West Hollywood. How long have you been here, man?
So I opened the store June 21st. I flew from Nashville June 2nd. Spent like about hermit vibes, like 20 days in here, and then had the owner and some other the missus came to help for a while, and then opened it and just kind of started giving the people what they wanted for
It
a
looks
long time.
amazing, man.
Thank you.
The jacket I ordered, Johnny was also the model in it, so I was like, dude, I mean, look at this guy, man. Come on, dude.
Thanks,
Head
man.
to toe, man. But,
Honestly, this is a lazy day because no socks, no worries. That's how it always goes, dude.
well, listen, California, West Hollywood, check out the shop. It's just the coolest Western gear ever.
Thanks, man.
And yeah, it's good to see you guys have presents out here too. It's been missing.
We're
man,
just moving
but-
and grooving.
Oh,
That's all we're
man,
doing.
You're awesome.
And
dude.
y'all gotta come see it. Mwah, I love you. Bye.
Yeah. Night market, baby. Let's go.
Let's eat.
We're taking them to Flavor Town. When in Rome, we're right next to the Rainbow Room. We gotta go say what's up to Lemmy. Old Nashville, aka Big Rig's never been there. We're gonna go pop in. Booney hasn't been there since the 80s. I'm gonna pitch GuitaRV if we do. There's no better way, right?
Okay, let's go. I'm a man of my word. Let's go get us a GuitaRV Ocho. GuitaRV Ocho. To this specific GuitaRV trip, right?
Yeah. GTRV Ocho.
Okay.
8.
Do you want to live forever? Who can tell this honky-tonk Kevin really makes you feel like hell?
Man, without this, life ceases to exist on the road. It's the lifeblood.
This is what all those guys in the 80s were doing at all the clubs, like Whiskey Go
Is that
Go,
what it was?
Rainbow, yeah, Starbucks.
I heard something different, but
No, they did like Starbucks in the bathroom stalls, Starbucks in the green room.
yeah.
Yeah. Hitting the road right now, just picked up a few pieces we had stored. If you're a Beatles freak, I don't think you can top what we just snagged. It's day 7, we've been on the road for, well, 7 days, that's where my brain's at right now. But this is all I feel like bringing out, it's some of the cool stuff. Okay, I got this from Mason Stoops. He played it on a Jackson Browne tour all through Japan. 64 Firebird that has had a neck brake repair, done really well, and a refend, so total players Firebird, which is cool. And it came from Mason Stoops. We love Mason, and he's one of the best players I know. If he approves, that's enough for me. 1966 Fender Electric 12, nice sunburst model. I've got a custom color available now, but they're a little bit more money. So like Mason, if you need a 12 string for a session or a tour, I think these are the most reliable, the best design. That's just classic 12 string. Okay, this is a Firebird we took in on a trade. Something cool, you know, good color, be on the wall. Can't really say no to something that looks like that. So all good with me. Let's get to some of the crazy stuff. Okay, Paul McCartney's a lefty player, obviously. Bought his Beatle bass way back in the day. It was a Hofner bass, you know, called the Beatle bass now. But these are 2 original lefties. They will run you well over $100,000 a piece. Never seen anything like this in my life. A lot of these came from the collection that was featured in the Beatles gear book, if you guys are familiar with that. Amazing publication. That's how rare it is, that these are the ones that are in the book. Okay, what do we got here? Nice Rose Norris. Ricky, everybody loves those. Super desirable. Very, very cool. Also came out of the same collection. But this next one is this is a full circle moment for me. I've known about this guitar for 20 years. Had no idea where it was. Had heard rumors. Boy, was I wrong. This is the top of the mountain for any Rickenbacker, whatever, okay? It's the 1958 V82. They made 2 of these. They made 4, 2 with 4 knobs. John Lennon played one his whole career, resides with the family. The other one is right here. Again, I'm a Beatles freak. I've been looking at this guitar and the reissues, and it's the one that anybody who has Beatles, they talk about it, and they have pictures of it, and they have the reissue usually. This is the only other one next to Lennon's. It is insane. So for us, I mean, it's totally a remarkable piece to see, to witness. It is such an honor to be able to drive back to Seattle. I would be happy with just taking this guitar home out of this whole trip. It's a huge moment for me, and if you know, you know. This is crazy. It's rarer than any Burst or Flying V, and definitely gonna run you over $500,000. God, $500,000, weighs 3 pounds, size of a big ukulele. It's just crazy, but that's worth all the hours on the road, 10 or 11 day trip, coming home with this guitar. I feel like I've, in a way, been searching for it for like 20 years, and here we are, this funky little trailer park with an instrument I've been looking at since I was a kid. So incredible. Let's eat some steak and wrap these up. The second to last meal in our old grill, man, it's starting to kind of hit us. We've had a lot of good memories in here, but we're gonna break bread, keep it going until the end.
Leaving one of our favorite spots, and this trip was definitely, it was different. They're all different. It was really cool, but this time home is this big wind down. We're kind of slowly saying goodbye to this rig. Thanks, Darren.
But I think we'll get to Ashland, Oregon, try to go get a spot at our regular location and just kind of bask in the glory of this old vessel. It'll be fun.
All right, I've just spent the last 11 days on the road with Jay Boone, Trevor Boone, and Mr. Ken Lapworth, the unsung hero of this whole kit and caboodle. We've had a wonderful time. We've gone all over God's green earth, traveling up I-5 north, southbound, the whole thing. It was a lot like being in prison, I think. Relatively small living quarters, 23 hours a day. We're kind of on lockdown, but they do let me out for an hour to kind of have rec time and shower. 3 square meals a day. Started off pretty good. Had Trevor Boone's world famous burnt chicken, which turns out to not be as good as his burnt steak, but you know, it gets us by. And then one of the nights, Jay just gave me an Altoid and a Pamplemousse LaCroix for dinner. I think I've lost, if you kind of look down at my legs, at least 7 or 8 pounds, because we're on the program, as they say. It's just tour life, and you never really get to know somebody until you're out on the road with them, when you're just locked in a metal tube going down I-5. Kind of sad that this has to eventually end.
You know, the last night in this old Ace RV that we've put 30,000 miles on, and 8 GuitaRV adventures, and countless other ones too, just off running around the Northwest chasing guitars. Great memories in here with me and Ken and Trevor and various guests along the road. World-class chefs, top writers, great musicians, family members. There's just so many memories. We got a wall in there full of Polaroid shots of a lot of the people we've hung out with down here, and it's, you know, it's time. This old girl's done us well. It's time to take a step up. We've kind of outgrown it a little bit. We're gonna go out and try to find a new rig, something a little bigger, a little more reliable, I guess.
Man, it's crazy to think that we've slept 100 nights in that. We did all the planes, trains, and automobiles, and years of renting cars and trucks, and it was like a pipe dream forever to do this. Bringing Ken around and documenting this stuff. It's cool that some people dig it. Honestly, it was for us. We were like out there going, this is crazy what we're doing, you know? It's turned into a really cool thing. A lot of miles of just no radio, talking to each other about everything. It's kind of a bittersweet. We're gonna be home tomorrow, and this is like kind of the last night in this old rig, and I feel so lucky to be able to do this. It's a lot of work to have this much fun, but it's so worth it. All the shit that goes wrong, the breakdowns, and the windshield wipers, and the That's the fun stuff to remember, you know, and to be stuck in a vessel for, you know, a week and a half or so. For me, it's huge, you know. Man, I'll look back on these as some of the best times. It's been fun to have different people kind of come along for the ride. Yeah, just gonna kind of take it in tonight.
It's been a good ride, old girl. We love you.